How good is your English? Let's find out with some comprehensible input and a little bit of a vocabulary quiz. Last week I went to the bakery, as I often go to the bakery, and I went and I bought myself 2 baguettes. You see, this is just one of them because I ate the first one, and for the last week this has been here in the freezer behind me. So it was frozen, but I took it out of the freezer a couple of hours ago, and now, it's not frozen. So what has the baguette done? The baguette has defrosted. So when you take something out of the freezer, it defrosts. Smells delicious, and I'm gonna have a great sandwich tonight. Recently, the weather has been unbelievable here in Brussels, in Belgium. It's been sunny, it's been warm, it hasn't been windy, so I've been outside, sunbathing, going for a walk, going for a run, and really taking advantage of the good weather. But recently, the weather has taken a turn for the worst. As you can see, it is very cloudy. It's a bit windy, so I'm a bit chilly here. So hopefully, summer will return soon. But the word I want to teach you is a synonym for cloudy. We don't always say cloudy. And looking at the sky above me, you could also use an adjective, which is overcast. The sky today is overcast. It's cloudy. This week in class and also on my podcast, I've been speaking all about exercise, about sport, about working out. I've been teaching so many phrasal verbs related to the topic as well, and just chatting about it. But then at the end of one of my classes, a student asked me, Lewis, what's the opposite of like toned or muscly? You know, if this part of your arms isn't very hard and it's a bit soft, or maybe your stomach isn't very tight and toned, what adjective do we use? Well, a great one, and it is flabby. My arms here are flabby, and my belly is a little bit flabby. This is a vacuum cleaner, and I was vacuuming the rug. But in fact, a lot of British people, we tend not to use the word vacuum cleaner or vacuum. It's correct, 100%, you can use it, but Brits tend to use a different word. Any ideas what it could be? Well, it comes from a famous brand. So, we use the word Hoover. This is a Hoover, and you hoover the floor using it. Now, I should probably keep hoovering. Earlier, I went out for a run, and it was drizzling, it was spitting, it was raining a little bit, and on top of that, I was sweating. So the clothes that I was wearing, well, they were drenched. They were soaked. So when I got back, before having a shower, brushing my teeth, all of that stuff, well, I put my clothes in the washing machine, ready to do my laundry. And it's not soaking anymore, it's not drenched, but it's a little bit wet, quite humid. Here we could use a specific adjective, and I would say that this t-shirt is a bit damp. It's a bit damp, meaning a little bit wet, slightly humid. Ooh, and it stinks as well. This here is a bin, of course, and we put rubbish in the bin. In American English, they would say that this is a trash can, and you put trash in the trash can. But I bet you didn't know that bin, the noun, can also be used as a verb. Yes, I can bin my rubbish by throwing it in the bin. I just binned it. Let me tell you a little bit of a secret. You might notice that I often wear black. There's a reason for that, and it's because you don't really need to iron black t-shirts because, well, here you don't notice any lines on the fabric. Here, let's take an example of a white t-shirt. Look, there are so many lines. And in some languages, the lines on fabric is the same word as the lines you have here on your skin as you get older. These are wrinkles, and my forehead is wrinkled. But we don't say that when speaking about shirts, t-shirts, and so on. So these lines in English, they are creases, and my t-shirt is creased. Let's continue speaking about clothes. Why not? Because when I was thinking about the script for this video, I saw, look, I did the laundry. So these wet clothes are hanging up. We could also say they are hanging out until they dry, and then I fold them and I can put them away in my wardrobe or my closet in American English. But this thing, what's it called? Well, you can say it is a clothes rack, but the word that I would use is a clothes horse. My clothes have been hanging out on the clothes horse. Just as I was explaining that last word, a clothes horse, I came to the realization that there will be many times when students or even native English speakers forget the name of a particular object and they want to, describe something, but they don't know what it's called, so they might say what it does, or a lot of people will use a generic word and they'll point at something for the other person to understand. And we could use 3 different words here as well to identify something that you don't know what it's called. For example, this, I always forget what it's called. It's a card reader. But imagine I forget. I would say, can you pass me the thingy? Pass me the thingy? Or pass me the whatchamacallit? The whatchamacallit? Or we could also say, pass me the thingy-majiggy. The thingy-majiggy. The thingy, the whatchamacallit, or the thingy-majiggy. It sounds like a completely different language, doesn't it? Now finally, last but not least, the final one. Sorry, I can't stop yawning. I'm exhausted. I'm knackered. I'm jiggered. I think I need a nap. Maybe I could just close my eyes, and if somebody falls asleep, maybe whilst watching a TV series or traveling, they gently fall asleep. You could use 2 different phrasal verbs. You could say I dozed off, or you could say I nodded off. And that's it, folks. There you have all of these advanced words and phrases with a little bit of comprehensible input. I hope you liked it. If so, leave leave me a comment or a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!